Hey, what's going on? I hope your day is going well. So, welcome to part two of the course. So, what we're going to get into today is now that you've figured out how to prospect and how to find your ideal client and ideal business that you actually want to work with, now what we're going to do is go over how to approach business owners, right? This is where it gets fun. This is where you can start talking to business owners, right? So what we're going to go over today is different methods of actually getting in touch with a business or business owner, either one. Things to keep in mind, things that you have to be doing when you're approaching a business owner or business, whatever one you want to choose. So yeah, guys, this is going to be a super valuable part of the course for you because again, you can do all the prospecting and gather all the data and information on the business that you want, but eventually you're gonna have to approach them somehow, some way, whether it's through cold calling, cold emailing. So we're gonna go over how to start approaching business owners today. Let's get right into it.
Yeah. Load up the chopper and ride on your enemies.
Alright guys, welcome back to the course. Today we are getting into how to actually start approaching business owners so that you can get some traction going and start getting some appointments and then start getting some deals and start getting some clients and start getting some money coming in. So let's jump straight into it. Whoops, there we go. So once again, today we're going over the approach, how to start getting in front of business owners. So the first tip, guys, this sales tip is so valuable. I can't even explain it. Once I learned this, guys, my freaking sales game changed. Seriously. So the first thing you got to understand, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but I have to reiterate it, business owners get these calls and they get pitched every single day. Now, try to actually take that in and imagine that for a moment. Like, put yourself in the shoes of a business owner. You're in, day out, doing your thing, managing your business, overseeing your employees, the whole thing. You get a call, some fucker's trying to pitch you on some shit. No, thank you. The next day you come in, you try to run your business. You get another 3 calls. No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. You get another call the next day. No, thanks, I'm good. Think about it. These people, these business owners get these calls every day. Guys, if you were a business owner and getting these calls every day, you get pretty fucking annoyed, right? And you probably get to that point where you'd know the call when you heard it, and you wouldn't even think about it. You would get to a point where you wouldn't even think about it. It would just be like, okay, when the fuck is this guy getting off the phone, or this girl? When is this person getting off the phone with me? Yeah, no thanks, bye. That's the kind of point you would get to as a business owner, and that's at the point that most business owners are at, right? So that's why we don't push. We don't push our services on business owners. And I'm gonna get into this in a little bit more, in a little bit more detail in the next slides. But what you're really trying to do here is find out if these businesses and these business owners are even open. Are they even open to a new avenue of business? Not even like, do they want your services? Are they even open to more business? Can they take on more business? Are they open to growing? Are they open to expanding? Guys, as you can tell, I'm getting excited about this because, first of all, it excites me, and second of all, I'm telling you this freaking from experience. I've had businesses that I've talked to that are literally like, you know what? We can't handle more customers. We don't have employees. We don't have the infrastructure and the logistics to take on more business. And that's not and this is a question you would ask a business owner, like, if I bring you more customers, like, can you actually handle it? That's not like an insulting question. It's not like trying to say, you know what, like, do you even have the chops to take on more business? Like, can you have the skills to do it? No, it's literally like, do you have the infrastructure? Do you have the employees, the necessary things in place and processes in place to take on more business, right? So that's all you're trying to figure out. Can these businesses, can they take on more clients, more customers? Are they open to it? Are they even open to having a discussion? That's all it is. That's all it is. Now let's move forward. Here's a magic line. Sorry, I'm going to wait for this freaking ambulance to pass by because I don't want this to get obscured at all. I'm not trying to sell you something. All I'm trying to do is see if you guys are open to bringing in more business and if there's even an opportunity for us to work together. And shut up. Boom. Literally. That's it. Guys, that's freaking it. In the process of approaching a business and trying to get an appointment or a meeting with them, do the opposite of what you're trying. Like, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. You know you're trying to sell them on something. Don't sell them. Don't pitch them. See what I'm saying? Like, it's I can't think of an analogy, but just basically whatever you're trying to do, approach it in the opposite direction, if that makes sense. I know it probably doesn't, but like, come off as like, you know what, I'm really like I'm not trying to sell anything here. All I'm trying to do is see, like, I wouldn't say like, I would say all I'm trying to do is see if you guys are even open to having a discussion. Are you open to it? Like, you can say that like when you're, because for me personally, I love cold calling. It's what I started off doing, and that's my, really my best and main method of prospecting. So you're cold calling, hey, this is, I'm just wondering who I need to speak to about, bringing you guys some more customers, or I'm wondering who I need to speak to about marketing for your business. Or, you can open up with a few different things, but, this, what you would open up really with is, I'm not trying to sell you guys on anything. You could say I'm local if you're local. All I'm trying to do is see if you guys are even open to bringing in more business and if there's an opportunity for us to work together. Boom, that's it. Then you shut up and let them respond. Sometimes it's going to be a good response, sometimes it's not. But guys, this is all a numbers game. But this will increase your percentages, as opposed to saying, hey, this is, Sebastian from X agency. I can do this, and that for you. And they're like, get the fuck out of here, right? So take this approach. Trust me. Now, how do you actually get through to business owners? Once again, like I said, my preferred method of prospecting is cold calling for a few different reasons. First of all, I'm pretty good at it. I'm really, really good at it. Number two, you can really reach out to a ton of businesses when you really hustle and put your nose down and freaking grind it out. Guys, if you really want to, you can reach out to 100, 150, 200 businesses a day if you freaking hustle your ass off. So that's why I like cold calling, is the ability to actually get in direct contact with a lot of businesses. Not necessarily in direct contact with business owners, but you can directly contact a business straight away and do it on a massive scale if you fucking hustle. So the next one is cold emailing. Cold emailing is okay. It's a little more time consuming in that you have some things you got to set up, and it's also time consuming. It's also time consuming in that you don't know when a business owner is going to read their email. You don't know when they're going to respond, if ever. So yeah, cold email is a little wacky. Then you also have door-to-door, which is going door-to-door to business owners and trying to approach them directly, which is okay. But the main issue with that is it's too time-consuming. It's going to take you a long time to approach the same amount of businesses you would cold call. Let's say you cold call 100 in a day. It's going to probably take you literally a week, maybe 2 weeks to actually directly walk into 100 businesses. So that's the only thing about door-to-door. Very time-consuming. Now the last one, which I really like, is LinkedIn. And I'm going to get into a bit more on how to actually prospect on LinkedIn. But it's a super powerful platform with thousands upon thousands upon thousands of business owners on there that you can directly reach out to. So LinkedIn is really, really good. Now let's keep going. So once again, we're not pushing anything. So do not sell. This is a common mistake that I see so many people make, is they try to sell their services off the bat right away. They'll call a business up and say, hey, I do Facebook ads, and this is what I can do for you, and this is how much it costs. No, that is the wrong way to go about doing it. What you really want to do is sell the appointment. You are selling the opportunity for them to talk to you. And this all ties back into seeing yourself as a business owner and portraying yourself as a business owner and as a business person. And not somebody at the mercy of the business, but really you have to put yourself almost on a pedestal, in that you have to approach it as, you know what, This business is getting the luxury of being able to talk to me. Like, my time is valuable. I could be doing other things. I could be managing my clients. I could be, talking to other business owners, but you know, they are getting the opportunity to talk to me. And that's how you have to approach this, right? You have to approach it with the mindset of, all I'm trying to do is get an appointment. All I'm trying to do is see if we can set up another time to talk, to see if we would be a good fit to work together, to partner up. Show them that you're busy. Show them that, once again, you're a business owner. You got things you got to do. And really, once again, to reiterate it, they are getting the opportunity to talk to you. Your time is valuable. They're getting the opportunity to potentially work with you, which you have to look at it as an insanely, insanely great opportunity. So that's how you really have to position yourself as an authority. And here's a really, 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 really solid opening cold calling line/script that I use. Worked insanely well for me. So I'd say, hey, if let's say they answer the phone, they're like, and they say their name, hey, this is blank name from blank company. Hey, whatever their name is, I'm calling because I've had a ton of success working with X companies. So if it's landscaping companies, and more specifically, generating new landscaping jobs or clients. And I was hoping to see if you had 15 minutes so I can walk you guys through step by step how we do that to see if we'd be a good fit to partner up. Now you shut up. That's it. Guys, literally, you do this enough fucking times throughout the day, throughout the days and weeks, you will get business owners on the hook. Eventually, somebody will bite on what it is that you're selling. Well, really, what we're selling here is the appointment. But somebody will bite on what it is you are putting out there, which is the bait. This is the bait, right? You're trying to bait them into an appointment. Not in a bad way, not in a manipulative way. Just, this is guys, once again, this is the sales process. It's not, hey, I do Facebook ads and I can run Facebook ads for you guys for $1,500 a month. How's that sound? No, that's how you get fucking hung up on, and that's how you never get called back or anything. So use this line, guys. Once again, it's, hey, name, I'm calling because I had a lot of success working with, let's say it's I've had a ton of success working with, real estate agents, and more specifically, generating new, what you would say is buyer or seller leads, because that's real estate jargon. And I was hoping to see if you had just 15 minutes so I can walk you through step by step how we do that, to see if we'd be a good fit to partner up. Boom. Then you shut up and you hear what they have to say. Now, here's a common response. What if they ask, like, what is this about? Or like what kind of advertising is this? Is this marketing? Like, what is this shit? So what you would say is, as opposed to, and this is a mistake that I made, when I was first starting out, before I perfected my sales process, not perfected, but strongly refined. I used to go directly into it. I would say, this is what I do is I run Facebook ads, and we set up like lead pages, and we set up funnels, and so that we can capture leads and get people's information and convert them into clients. So I was jumping headfirst straight into what it is that I do. Don't make that mistake. Okay. What you want to respond is with something along the lines of, now you're asking all the right questions. Guys, this one line is super, super psychological. What this does is it actually sort of lets them know. It gives them some like positive, positive reinforcement, and it kind of boost them up a little bit, boost your ego. Now you're asking all the right questions, right? It's almost like saying, great job. Good. You ask that's a great question. And then you would say, we could do it now. I can answer a few surface level questions for you if you have 30 minutes, which they don't. They definitely don't have 30 minutes from a fucking cold call on the spot. Or, we could do it sometime this week so I can schedule our team on the call as well to answer your questions more in depth, step by step, how we're able to generate 200 to 500% return on ad spend in 30 days. Now, there's some stuff going on here. So we could do it now, and I can answer a few surface level questions for you, which you're basically saying, I can go through it now, but I'm really not going to be able to give you shit. I'm not going to be able to answer anything for you. If you have 30 minutes, once again, they don't have 30 minutes. Or we can do it sometime this week. This is scheduling the appointment. So I can actually schedule our team on the call as well. Now, if you guys work with anybody, like if you have maybe, like a partner, or if you have like let's say somebody who manages ad campaigns for you, this is great. Going to be great for you because you can get your team on the call. This gives the not illusion in a bad way, but it gives off the impression that you're running a legitimate agency and a legitimate company. When you have like a team behind you, it just boosts it builds it allows you to build a lot of rapport right off the bat with a business owner. But if you don't, it's totally fine. Um, all you would say instead is, so that I can schedule. You would say, or we could do it sometime this week, so that you would just take out this. I can schedule our team on the call as well. You would just say, so that I can answer your questions more in depth and step by step show you. I would say show you how we're able to now generate 200 to 500% return on ad spend in 30 days. You guys can replace that with something else. You could say something like how we're able to consistently generate tons of new whatever, tons of new landscaping jobs, or tons of new, you know, patients if it's a medical office, or whatever the case may be. Tons of new members if it's a gym, or whatever the fuck. You guys get the point. You can replace the 200 to 500% return on ad spend in 30 days with that, or you can keep it, because if you guys are really confident in what you do and your services and your ability to generate business for business, then you can keep that. It works super well because it's something that catches the business owner's attention. So guys, use this this response. This is so powerful, because basically what it does is it redirects their question. And it allows you to still get the appointment. Not all the time. Guys, it's not going to work all the time. Once again, this is not a magic solution, but this will work a lot, put it that way. And from there, guys, you close the appointment. Let's take a step back. We go, okay, we could do it now, and I can answer a few service level questions for you if you have 30 minutes, da-da-da-da. And then they'll say, and then you would want to go, what day probably works best for you, right? And then ideally they'll say, you know what, we can talk on Tuesday. And then what you want to respond with would be something like, okay, are you more like a morning person, or are you more like afternoon? Like, what are you thinking? What time? Give them some options. Respond. I mean, they'll respond with a time that works well for them rather. Get their email, the whole nine, guys. That is pretty straightforward. And just talk to them in a way that you sound, I'm going to get into this in the next part of the course, but you really want to come off as genuine, legitimate, just super cool, calm, collected sounding. If I was talking to a business owner, I would say, awesome, man. Tuesday at 9 a.m. works great for me. I look forward to talking to you then. And that's it. And boom, talk to you then. Bye. So that's how, that's kind of the tonality that I would use. That's kind of the general way I would talk to a business owner. Guys, the way you talk to business owners is so important. It's insanely important. And I feel like from what I see online and on YouTube and all these different platforms, it doesn't really seem like people put enough emphasis on it, maybe because they don't know it themselves. And when I say people, I mean the people that are teaching you guys how to close clients and all this other shit. I don't see a lot of people putting emphasis on this kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, there are a few people out there that are, but for the most part, most people just aren't. Again, maybe it's because they don't know it, maybe it's because whatever, but I'm telling you guys, you get good at talking to people, you get good at psychology and knowing how to play on people's emotions in a good way, not in a bad way, not like manipulating people in a negative way. It's not what this is. It's just understanding, what people want to hear and giving it to them. So once you guys understand that, your overall fucking sales process and sales, your sales in general, it's just going to go through the roof. So yeah, guys, this is so important to understand. Now, let's just kind of recap one more time. The approach. So we've already went through this, but let's just kind of, once again, recap. So we're not pushing anything, right? We're not trying to sell our services, so to speak. We obviously are, right? We're obviously trying to sell something, but we're not pushing it on business owners. All we're trying to do is find out if they're open to a new avenue of business. I'm not trying to sell you something. All I'm trying to do is see if you guys are even open to bringing in more business and if there's even an opportunity for us to work together. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do here. If so, awesome. Let's set up another time to talk where I can show you how we do just that. If not, totally fine. I'll keep it moving. Boom. That's it. So you guys can bang these fucking phone calls out, these cold calls, one after the next, because you're making it very easy for the business owner to say yes, and you're making it easier for them to say no, and that's what you want. How do you get through to them? Once again, cold calling, cold emailing, door to door. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I just put it there because it is technically an option. And LinkedIn. So yeah, guys, if I were you, I would start with cold calling. And remember in the last part of the course how we prospected and gathered different data and information on businesses. Start with that, then start calling. Do not sell your services over the phone, guys. Please, I am begging you, do not sell your services over the phone. You will get hung up on. You will get shut down. You will not get anywhere. All you're selling is the appointment. That's the money. That's all the money. The appointment. You're selling the opportunity for a business owner to not necessarily even work with you, just to talk to you. Guys, your time is freaking valuable. And see yourself that way, right? So yeah, you're selling the appointment. Opening cold call line. We already went through this a couple times, so I'm not going to repeat it for the sake of time. But guys, screenshot this, whatever the hell you got to do, write it down, type it out, whatever the fuck. Keep this on hand because it's what you're going to be using. Simply substitute the name of the niche for the X's and whatever. You guys get the point. This is your response if they ask, what kind of marketing is this? What is this about? This is your response. This is how you get the appointment. And yeah, guys, that's, really that's it. This is how you book the appointments, and boom, you close the appointment. Now, in the next module of the course, the next part, we are going to be talking about how to close the deal. So it's going to get super fun, super fun. I can't wait. So yeah, guys, I really hope this helped. If you have any questions about any of the stuff in this course, as always, you can find me on Instagram, Sebastian_Robeck. As you guys probably know, my first account got hacked somehow. Don't ask how, because I don't even know. I couldn't give you an answer. So it's on Instagram. I am Sebastian_Robeck, not the first one. So, yeah, hit me up on there, guys, with any questions, or leave a comment on, on any of my YouTube videos. You guys can find me everywhere. I'm all over. I'm on Facebook, all that shit. So, yeah, guys, any questions, as always, like I said, hit me up, and I will see you in the next part of the course. But bam, I'm out.